Hi everyone, it's Amy here from Cohuna and I'm bringing you our weekly live session on Facebook and I've posted the replay. I'll post it to YouTube and Instagram later on. But I just want to welcome you to the 36th episode of Lunchtimes with Locals. Obviously, in the last couple of months, it's changed format. I used to go out and interview local people in our area, and I've had to pivot just like every other business around here, and I've had to change what I've been doing each week. So thanks for sticking with us, and I like to do just a really quick update right at the start when everyone's still watching, and that's the main thing that's taking up our time at the moment, and our focus and our motivation and enthusiasm is the Bush Biz Boost. So if you haven't heard about that, then please go and follow the Facebook page and look at the website. It's such an incredible program, and I really hope that lots of businesses get involved and apply, because applications are open now. So if you want to know about the application process, we've made it pretty simple, and just go and have a look at the questions and the types of things that you have to answer. It's not a great big deal, and we really want lots of businesses to apply. We can have 10 businesses go through the program. It's free, packed full of value, information, opportunities, mentoring, all that stuff. So it's really going to be a really great program, and it's coming up soon. The end of September it starts. So lots to do before then, but applications close on the 6th of September, which is Sunday week. So make sure you get your applications in before then. Had a few people send through questions, which is great. I'd like to, make sure everyone's got all the right information out there about the Bush Biz Boost. Hi, Carol. Thanks for watching. Hopefully there's a few other people watching today. So we decided to do a little bit of something a little bit different today. I hope it goes okay. Bear with me with the technology, because it's going to be a little bit of swapping and changing. But something I'm really passionate about is teaching people. Obviously, I used to be a teacher. Teaching people just little tips and tricks about the online world, navigating it, tools that you can use, even if you're not a business, just for personal use as well. So I'd like to show people a little bit about Instagram today. I'm not an Instagram expert. I'm definitely an Instagram user. I use it personally and for business use. And I just think it's a really great platform, especially for certain reasons, and I'll go through that in a minute. But if you've got any questions about Instagram or any comments about how you use it or how you feel about it, then pop them in the comments, and hopefully I can teach you something new today, even if you've been a user for quite a while. So I hope to do many more of these little tips and tricks videos, because out of all of our videos, when I was doing a sort of 1 minute tips and tricks and hacks and things, it was quite popular, and a lot of people learned stuff. Keep getting comments from people about using their iPhone to turn a document into a PDF to be able to email it or text it off to someone. And yeah, a lot of people didn't know about that, and it is a life-changing tool if you've got an iPhone. So head back and watch that video if you're not sure about that. But yeah, I'm always looking for handy ways to help people. Yeah, so hi Jeanette, how you going? Oh my goodness, all these people watching. Thank you so much. All right, well, I've got a little bit of a presentation here. I must admit I haven't practiced it very much. This is a bit of a off-the-cuff decision, so I hope it goes all right. But let us know how you go with it. But it is just going to be the very basics of Instagram. It's such a powerful platform, not going to be able to cover everything, but if people like this type of format, then I'm happy to start putting up little mini lessons on all the different tools that I've got experience in and that I know are helpful for people. And I could even do like an Instagram more advanced, which is probably what I'll have to do, because I won't be able to cover everything today. But basically, the good thing is I've worked out how to share my phone screen as well, because I couldn't work out how to sort of talk about Instagram and show you at the same time. So hopefully that's going to work. First of all, I'm going to share my screen with you, because I've got a little presentation. Yeah, that's worked. Excellent. So Instagram basics. Now, I actually made this presentation for Cohuna Collective when we were allowed to have events, and we gathered at Cohuna, and the businesses that are part of Cohuna Collective, which is our business support group, I took them through this this basic presentation on Instagram. So that was quite a good session. We had a few people there that already knew how to use it, which was great. Okay, so hopefully that's working. So what is Instagram? If you haven't heard of Instagram, it is I think the second biggest social media, third largest. I've written it there. Well, it might be the second biggest now because I did write this a while ago. Social media platform, obviously behind Facebook and YouTube at the time of writing. It was established only 10 years ago. And then Facebook, they always know what's going to be up and coming and booming, and they bought it in 2012. So Facebook and Instagram are actually related to each other, owned by the same company. And as a business user, and sometimes even personally, you can see that they are connected with each other, sort of in the background on your phone or whenever you're using them on the computer. So 10 million Australian people and 1 billion globally, probably gone up since I wrote this. And I think nearly, I should have got some more stats about business use, but there's some sort of stat about people who actually will buy from a business that they see on Instagram. So it's a very powerful tool to be on if that's where your audience is and you're a business owner. But obviously, something that you need to think about is your privacy settings. And we had a little bit of a relevant story for that today, which I'll go into for a second. But the basics is, and I haven't shown this yet, the basics is you'd have to start an account probably before you even get to play around with Instagram. And for that, you just need an email address and a password, and or you can link it with your Facebook account. So I can't show you through that because I've already got 3 or 4 Instagram accounts of my own. But what I can do is I can stop sharing the screen, and I'll share with my, share my phone so you can see. Hopefully you can see my phone screen as well now. So there's my phone screen. And Instagram is obviously this one here. It's the little pink one, and I'll click on that. Oh, it's a little bit hard to show sometimes. All right, and I've got my Cohuna Co Instagram up there for you to have a look at. And we'll just do a little bit of a look around the navigation of it, really. Now, Cohuna Co, that is a business Instagram profile. It basically looks the same as a personal one if you get one, but it does have a few different functionalities, which I won't go into. But, this is what your Instagram profile will look like when you get one. So this is a profile picture here. This is my username up here. Just Cohuna Co. So if people type at Cohuna Co, then they'll be able to tag me on my Instagram account. And this is what you call a bio, which is this little sort of section here. So if you do go on Instagram and you see people saying link in bio, then that's what they mean. This is the bio. This is the little space that you get to tell people about yourself. You don't get much space, so you've got to be really careful, really. Oh, Katrina Meyer started like video. Of course she did. So you've got to be careful, not careful, but you've got to use this precious space to put lots of description about what you and your business do. And you get one place to put a link on Instagram. It's a little bit strange like that, and this is the one place. So that is a link that goes off to a special website, which then takes people off to our website, or they can email me, or they can go to our YouTube channel and things like that. And then obviously you have your address, and you can do some editing of your profile, so you can set that up. But as I scroll down, I'll just show you some of the other orientation. These little dots here are called highlights. That's probably for advanced. And this is probably what they call an Instagram grid. Well, it is what they call the Instagram grid. And this is where all the pictures that I post on our Instagram account come up. And you can post photos. That's a photo. That little symbol there, just making sure you can see. Oh, yeah, that little symbol there is means that it's a group of photos. So if I clicked on that, I think I loaded up 3 or 4 pictures of that walk that I went on that morning. This little symbol here means that I've done a video which has been turned into a IGTV, which we'll talk about for a little while. It means I think that was actually a Lunchtimes with Locals from last week, so it was probably about half an hour long. And yeah, as I scroll down, you can just see there's a variety of pictures. So Instagram is very visual, and that's a really good aspect of it if you're a visual person. But obviously you can put on, we've got quotes and tips and things like that, and we try and intersperse it with nice pictures, quotes, you know, videos, and just a little bit of variety there so that people remain interested. So that's all our Instagram pictures there, and that's our grid. So there, that's indicated by the grid symbol there. And then if I click on this one, I have to click on my phone, I think. Oh yeah, there we go. Now this is a relatively new concept. This is called Instagram Reels, and they are just little videos that are only 15 seconds long, and you can put music to them, and you can put videos to them. You can put text on them. Maybe I'll play that one because it's kind of funny. It's just me mucking around at Cohuna Co when I was meant to be actually cleaning. But that's had lots of views on it. Oh God, okay, that's a bit silly. But anyway, I was just mucking around. And the little 444 there means 444 people have viewed it, I think. And along across the top here, it's what I talked about before, IGTV. No, I've got to do it on my phone, sorry. Getting all this IT stuff. So IGTV is just a function of Instagram, which is for long form videos. So anything longer than a minute goes into the IGTV section. So I think they can go for up to 2 hours. And also if you go live on Instagram, it only goes live while you are actually live, and then it turns into an IGTV episode there. So, and then if I post here, if I click on here, these are just any pictures that Cohuna Co have been tagged in if people have mentioned Cohuna Co in their own Instagram accounts. So the main place that people hang out is probably on their grid, back to there. So if I go back up to the top, you might have noticed that I have 232 posts, so that's fairly self-explanatory, and 542 followers. Okay, so that's people that have an Instagram account that have chosen to follow Cohuna Co. Thank you very much, everyone. It's great. And you get special, a lot of people want more followers, but the opinion is that it's probably better to have more engaged followers. So yes, you can build it up to 10,000 people or many more in some cases, but what you really want is high quality followers that are actually going to interact and engage with your pictures and your posts and your content. So, and then 539 accounts that I am actually following. Can click on all of those and see here are all my followers, so you can sort of go back and it sort of shows you who you have followed back and who you haven't. You can remove people, you can block people, and yeah, you can just sort of get a summary of people that you follow, that are following you, and also you can have a look at people that are actually following you. Oh no, that I'm following. And that brings me to another thing that people have probably heard about before, which is hashtags. Hashtags are indicated by the little hash symbol there, and they're basically just ways to group common content, and they can also be used as a search tool. So obviously, if I click on my hashtags, you can follow hashtags as well. I didn't know that until about 6 months ago, and it's been really good to do. If I click on that, I hope what comes up is all the hashtags that I have chosen to follow. So basically hashtag business growth strategy, hashtag, you know, hashtag the Elm Tree Nursery, hashtag social media tips. So I've chosen to follow these hashtags so that when anyone posts and they put this hashtag in their post, it might come up on my feed, or it should, and I'll get to see it. So if you're interested in something in particular, if you absolutely love Clydesdale horses, you might follow the hashtag Clydesdale horses. And then in your Instagram feed, when you get to served up with the pictures and things that you want to see, you'll get served up with any pictures that people put up that have the hashtag Clydesdale horses. So I hope that kind of makes it a little bit clear. So you can see that I've obviously followed stuff that's relevant to Cohuna Co, Ganawara Shire, business, co-working, and things like that. And I'll show you how to add hashtags on later on. But there's also obviously personal and business accounts that I am following as well. So you don't have to follow back people that follow you. It's not an expectation. You can go in and have a look at the choice, and you can also stop people from following you as well. Business is different to personal. Like some people just like to really keep their personal accounts just with friends and people they know. Teenagers like everyone in the world to be following them. They just really rate having lots of followers. So whatever floats your boat, but that's basically what followers and following people is. Now, you might want to know what is the point of being on Instagram. And down here, we have some little buttons that we can push here. So that is the home, I wouldn't even know what it's called, the home option, I suppose, and this one's the search. That's if you want to post some content. That's if someone has notified you of something, and that's how you get back to your own profile. So let's just go to the house one. And basically this is what's called my Instagram feed. And this is what I see when I wake up in the morning, or when I, get a break at work and I think, oh, I'll just check Instagram, see what's happening. This is what comes up for me. So across the top, this is a relatively new feature of Instagram in the past 12 months, I think, or maybe a little bit more. This is called stories. I haven't got a story posted at the moment, but stories are things that people post that last for only 24 hours, and they're in the little bubbles across the top here, and I'll scroll across on my phone and you can see all the people that have posted a story, and they only last up there for 24 hours and then they disappear. How about I look in Riley pages, because they've become one of our Cohuna Co clients recently. Thank you very much, Juliana. She does a really good job on Instagram. So if I click on that, it'll show me just a little post, a couple of posts that Juliana's put up for her business. So she's obviously advertising these cool little planters and stuff that she's done. And you can see it running across the top there. They only last for 10 to 15 seconds. And then it'll skip onto well, that's an ad. So I'll just skip that. And then there we've got Ashton with his Die Hard Fitness advertising some very strong people there. Katrina from Barham Avocados, who just went live before. She puts up lots of great posts to get people motivated and things. So that's basically what stories are. And you can flick through them. You don't have to watch all of them. You can flick past, or you can go back, and people put videos up. People put, I wish I could find one that had sort of like a poll or something. You can answer questions. You can send businesses messages. It's got lots of capabilities. They can put funny little animations on. So that's probably a little bit more advanced. But if you are looking at your feed and wondering what those circles up the top are and what they do, then that's what's called Instagram stories. Now I'm going to just scroll down, and this will just show the posts in my feed of other people. So that's Belinda from the Fit Space in Kerrang. She's posted something, and I think, oh, that's a nice picture. I can either click the love heart here, or I can double click with my finger on the picture, and it does a little love heart, and that shows that I have liked her picture, and that sends a little notification to her that says Cohuna Co has liked your post. So you can see along here that other people have also liked this post, and you can also see a little, you can only see the first start of her caption, which means that she's written something about to explain this picture. Why has she put this picture up of this sort of wooden structure? And I can click on more there just to go and see what else she's written there. So she's written quite a little bit about it to explain it, and then Belinda has put some hashtags in. So she's put hashtag the Fit Space Kerrang, and she's put Gannawarra Shire, so that anyone who's looking or following Gannawarra Shire hashtag can go and click on that, and her post will actually come up as well. So you can see how powerful hashtags are. You know, if we skip past, these are just some suggestions of who we could follow. I usually just sort of skip past those. And yeah, so here's all the people that have done posts. Barham Thule, that's another shop in Barham. So you can see how businesses can show off like their items, and also I'll just click on more, and they've let people know their opening hours, and that this side table is coming into their store in mid-September. Now, if I wanted to comment, let's find one that I'll comment on. Okay, so here's Ellie plus Oscar. That's Madison Gator. She's a gorgeous girl from Cohuna, and she is always posting beautiful things. That dream was planted in your heart for a reason, chase it. So I'm going to like that because I think it's a really nice saying. And I can add a comment here and say, great quote, Maz. All right. And put a little emoji. Yeah, post that. So now that will come up on her, she'll get a message saying that I commented, and then that will be there for other people to see, and people can comment. It's sort of a bit like Facebook in that way, and you can tag people. So if that quote was really relevant to someone special in my life, I could tag them in it. So just by doing the @ and then whatever their username is, and then that would send them a message to go and have a look at Madison's post here. So in a haphazard way, I hope I'm trying to explain it okay. Here's Lindsay. She's got new products here. And yeah, she's just released these, which are little cookies that you can paint on, and they're edible. So what a gorgeous idea, especially while people are in isolation and looking for activities. And as you can see down here, I'll just go up a little bit more, Design Muse, which is another great local business, Cara McGlone. The girls are going to love these. Perfect weekend project. So she's done a little comment there and also tagged Lindsay in it so that she makes sure she sees it. So hopefully that gives you a little bit of an idea of how you can sort of use Instagram. This says sponsored. So this is a targeted ad, targeted at me, probably because I'm in the business industry. And obviously with anything, Facebook and everything, you get ads, so you just sort of try and skip past. Yeah, so there's some funny memes and things coming up a lot on Instagram. And as you can see, some of the posts are actually videos and a little bit interactive. Northern District are having their Wear It Purple Day. So it's a really good way of finding out things without a lot of the, what people say, crap that comes along with Facebook as well. It's much more curated to your interests and targeted at you in that way. And the more you interact with stuff, the more you get shown. I mean, that's true for most social media platforms, but the more that I interact with Lindsay's posts, the more that they'll get shown to me. Oh, she's been to Waffles. How lucky. Now, Kelsey's just commented, thank you, Kelsey. The ability to save posts is amazing as well, and that is definitely a good point. I was going to go into these buttons now. So here is the Save tab. If I click on that, it will save it to somewhere on my profile, which I can go back to at another date. So I do that quite a lot with information and videos and quotes that are really inspiring and things like that. So that will now be in my save thing, and Lindsay would have got a notification wondering why on earth I have saved a picture of waffles. But thanks for that reminder, Kelsey. That's a very good tip. These other ones here, so we know that that's to like the picture. This one here is to comment on it, just another way to comment on it. You can tell that I don't really use that. I usually just do the add comment down here. I don't know why that thing keeps coming up. Sorry about that. And then this one is very handy. It is called the message, or DM, let's call it. And it's a little paper plane. So if I click on that, it means that I can send a message, send this post to any of these people. So if I want to send this to Ava and say, oh, we should go to Waffles for lunch today, then I can send that to her by clicking on that, and down here writing a little message. I'm a bit scared that she'll write back to me, so I won't actually press send because she'll probably write something back to me. But that's a way you can send posts to other people if you think that they might like to know. If you've got someone in your life that really loves sheep and might like this little planter, press on the little airplane button and you can send that to Liam and say, how would you like this for your birthday? So that's a handy way to do it. Now, if I wanted to send Juliana from Riley Page a message, it's called a DM on Instagram, and they're really powerful and really important and a really great way to engage customers. And actually there'll probably be some DMs already in the background of this because I have been messaging Juliana. I can click on Riley Page and I can go in and have a look at her her profile, which is probably not a bad place to show you as well. So I can have a look at her profile. I can see that she's got 386 posts. Here's her followers, and this is her bio. So she's obviously written the type of service that Riley Page is. It's a shopping store in Barham, what they have, what they do, and her website, which is actually a shop as well, which is amazing, and her location. And she's got a shop button there, which is really, really good business idea. And if I go down a bit further, I can see her feed. So all of the pictures that she has actually put on before. And there she is. Now, I was telling you, have a look at this. This is such a good idea for the hard to buy for man. Father's Day gift. I liked it, obviously. So, yeah, that's a great way for advertising and for connecting with people. And I love when people put a picture of themselves on. It's very confronting, but I bet she got lots of likes on that picture because people like to see other people's faces. So I've got some comments happening. Hi, everyone. Thanks for watching. Please let me know if you've got any questions or if I've skipped over anything too fast. I'm just trying to hold it back because, I don't want to go too advanced for those people that are learning about Instagram for the first time. But you can always go back and watch this replay or send me a message afterwards. I'm happy with that. Now, I was talking about messages. So I'll go back to her profile. And if I was interested in something on here, I could, and I want to ask her a little question, because actually on her stories, which has disappeared now because it's only 24 hours, Juliana did a little walk around her shop and she had the most gorgeous little soft toy koala, and we've got a baby coming in our family at some stage, so I thought that would be an absolutely gorgeous present. So I sent her a message. I'm not sure if she's got back to me, but here's the message button here, and I can send her a message. And you can see that we have actually been messaging each other in the past. So yeah, it's just like a chat. You can send photos and videos, and you can even send voice messages. It's really powerful. And so you can interact with people. And actually listened to a podcast the other day about this, and it sort of was such a good analogy. It said that messaging people like that is kind of like when a customer walks into your shop. I mean, you don't just ignore them. If they've picked up a T-shirt, we'll use that analogy. I liked the picture of the sheep. You might then send a message and say, oh, hey, is there something I can help you with? And just engage with people. So it's not creepy. Some people do it in a creepy way, but it's just a really powerful tool, and people are looking for that interaction, especially if they're doing a lot of looking at your page, liking your posts, and you can tell from a business account when people are doing that. So it sort of gives you an opportunity to engage with people and see if you can help them, see if you can interact with them at all. So yeah, messages, and you can see up the top here, I've got 2 messages, and that's another way of starting up a message. Sometimes I'm a bit scared what the messages are going to be. They're just people that I have been interacting with recently, obviously, and people that I need to get back to because they've got the blue dot there. So I'll talk to you guys soon. Yeah, so that's my summary of messaging as well, and I totally encourage people to actually do it because it is a really good way, and the more you interact with people, the more that your content will go on their feed and vice versa. So that's a really, really good thing to do. Now, creating posts, that's probably what everyone wants to know, but I think actually it's good to spend a little bit of time on Instagram observing and using it and seeing kind of I think with any new platform, that's definitely some advice that I'd give. You can kind of lurk in the background and kind of get used to it and see how other people are behaving and what the etiquette is. That's why I don't use Twitter, because I do not understand all the etiquette and rules and all that stuff. So I stay away from that, even though I've been lurking there a while. But with Instagram, yeah, it's probably good to just first of all get an account, just start following some local businesses, your friends and people like that. Some people don't actually even post stuff on their personal thing. They just use it to watch and look at and interact with other people and businesses. And if you do want to actually put a picture up, now it's down the bottom here, which is the plus. Yeah, okay, I'll get rid of that one. And you can put photos up from your camera, or you can take a live photo at the time. You can put videos up, and then you can actually put filters on them so they look pretty, and you can write your caption, tag people, and then make a post. I probably might leave it till next time to do that, because I think that's sort of a little bit more something you can have a play around with, but also something that I'd like to go in depth with, because there's just so many different options. And same with stories, which is the round button up the top there, because there's just so much to talk about with stories. But yeah, have a play around with it. Let me know how you go. And yeah, it's just a really good way of connecting with people. It has a different purpose to Instagram, to Facebook, and it's becoming more and more used, because you can curate it more to what you want to see by using hashtags and just by following certain accounts. And I get followers all the time randomly, just probably from following hashtags. Down the bottom here, that's how you can search as well. That's probably a pretty important thing to show you. So if I click on search, it'll come up, and this is called the explore page, which is just stuff that has been targeted at me, and I might just sort of have a look through that. I don't use this very often. I know what I really want to look for. Like, I want to look for a cafe in Echuca or something, so I'll just type in Echuca cafe and then whatever comes up. But a lot of people do use this explore tab. But say I thought, oh my goodness, look at that cute picture of that donkey. There's a donkey. I could go into it and see how it says follow there. If I wanted to follow Nature X Animals, I could follow that, and then any pictures that they post will come onto my Instagram feed. So that's basically how it works. Or I could just like the picture because it's a cute picture, and then I won't necessarily see anything else from that account. So that's the search tab, and you can obviously type in up the top. So if I want to type Cohuna, then across the top there it comes up with things that have Cohuna in their username. So there's a few accounts in Cohuna. There you can see. It'll have, I can click on accounts, same sort of thing, tags. So that's sort of a list of the hashtags that have Cohuna in them. So just to show you how powerful a hashtag is, I'll click on Cohuna Farmers Makers Market. And then that brings up all the different photos from different people that have taken it or made a post and then put hashtag Cohuna Farmers and Makers Market. So if I'm interested in seeing all the photos that people have and tag of the Cohuna market, I can click follow up here, which I might do, because yeah, I'd like to see the pictures that people are tagging in Cohuna. If I click on the Cohuna thing, obviously you can get some funny photos, because all it means is that someone has put hashtag Cohuna on this post. So yeah, you can have a play around with that, and then up the top here I can do places. And it's saying all the places that have been tagged in Cohuna. If I want to click on Cohuna Waterfront Holiday Park, then it will show me a feed of all the people that have like checked in there and said that they were there, or that their photo was taken there. So yeah, that's basically how you can explore Instagram. Now, I did want to talk lastly about something really important that happened this morning to someone I know, and they, thank goodness, got in touch with me, but their account did unfortunately get hacked, and I don't think it's recoverable. It doesn't happen very often on Instagram, much less likely to get hacked, but obviously it does happen. And the way they were alerted to it was that a friend or a contact or someone has said, you know, you've sent me a weird message, and then when they've gone into their email address, which was linked to their Instagram, they've had some warnings from Instagram saying, we think someone's trying to access your account, which obviously must have happened overnight. So what has actually happened is this person, probably a hacker, has guessed the password and accessed this Instagram account, and has then changed the password so that the person can't get back into it. And now they've taken control of it and are sending messages to people pretending to be the person. Nightmare. Okay, it doesn't happen very often, and there are things you can do to stop it. Sorry, it's period 5 at Cohuna Secondary College, everyone. Sorry about that. So yeah, don't be scared, because there are things you can do, but that's what I want to show you today. And it's called, when you set up your account, and if it's already set up, go and do this today. I'm begging you. It's called two-factor authentication. So where you'll find that is go to your Instagram profile, which I am at now. If you are in your feed, you can always click down here to get back to your Instagram profile. Now, head up the top here to this little menu, which will have lots of different options, which we won't explore today. Head into settings, and then down here you will see security. And this is the same on personal accounts too, because I tested it on mine this morning and noticed that I didn't have this set up. So it could have happened to me too. I just clicked on security then, and we're going to click on two-factor authentication. I know this seems like a lot of steps, but this is it, all right? So settings, security, two-factor authentication. Now I've turned it on. Okay, and basically what it means is if someone tries to access your Instagram profile, and it's not your computer and it's not your phone you normally use, and Instagram is like, oh, this is a bit weird, it's from a different country or something like that, then Instagram will send you a message or require a code from an app or a text message to enable the person to change any details or to log into that account. So I guess what's happened this morning to my friend is that they didn't have that. So when the hacker just guessed their password, straight in, change all the details. Whereas if you had two-factor authentication on, then that can't happen, because you would be notified, because a message would be sent to your phone to say, is this you? And please provide this code if you want to change these details or change this password. So all I did this morning was I popped in my mobile number, and then now if someone tries to access my Instagram account, I will get a text message. And if it's not me, then I'll be able to say to Instagram, no, it wasn't me. And then I'll be more aware and be able to change my own password. So it's just that extra level of protection. Two-factor authentication is a thing on Facebook, your banking stuff, your email, everything. So please go and check all of your things to make sure you've got two-factor authentication already set up on all your social media profiles to prevent this from happening. So even though my friend who has been hacked now and has lost their Instagram account, Instagram wasn't a huge part of their life, but it was handy to have, and they had all their friends and family that they were communicating with, and all the pages that they liked to keep up with and watch. And that's not working. So now she's lost that, and now she has to start a whole new Instagram profile, which isn't the end of the world if you're a individual. I suppose it's just more annoying than anything, and then you've got to send a message to all your friends and explain what's happened. But if you were a business, and this has happened to someone else I know, your business page is gone. It's been taken over. You might have 1,000 followers. You might have customers that you are regularly interacting with. You might be posting stories every day and people are waiting to hear from you. You might be needing to make announcements about things that are upcoming. It might be your platform that you interact with all your customers and your friends and your community with, and it can be lost in the drop of a hat, and you can't do anything about it. So if you are a business, you 100% need to go and make sure two-factor authentication is on. And also, if you're a business, please don't use your personal profile, because there is a difference on Instagram. You can change your personal profile to a business profile. There's also a creator profile, which is a little bit different. But please don't use a personal profile for business use. Instagram themselves might even delete your account because it actually contravenes their terms of service. And also, using a business account, you get so many more options, and you can actually get a lot of feedback from Instagram. Like I see my insights here, right? If I click on that, you don't get that on a personal profile. If I click on insights, wow, it tells me lots about you guys. Okay, so I can go into, all my posts, find out all about my followers. So obviously I've increased my followers by 1.1%. I don't know what the time frame is, in the last 7 days. It gives you a breakdown. How many people unfollowed you, how many people followed you, and where they're from, and their age range. So I can tell that my target market is 30 women. I think, hang on, if I go to women 35 to 44, okay? So this can actually really help give you an idea of especially if you're a business person. And also you can tell, when's the best time to post. Obviously from looking at that, on Thursdays, I should post, if I'm going to do any posting, I should do it about 6 o'clock p.m. And Fridays is a little bit different. Actually, most of my days are the same. Saturdays, yeah. So you can go and have a look through that if you're on a business account. So that's probably in the advanced version. Sorry, this has gone so long, but there is so much to cover on Instagram, and I hope everyone enjoyed that. And yeah, like I said, I'm not an expert. I've learned all of this just from having a play around myself and by doing lots of webinars and mini sessions and reading and listening to podcasts and things like that myself. So I think the information's kind of accurate, but if you need to know anything else, and if you're a business that's interested in getting onto Instagram, I really think that's a very powerful tool at the moment, and I'd be happy to help you out with that sort of stuff. So thank you for watching, and if you're watching the replay, let me know, do a hashtag replay in the comments, and I hope to see you soon, and I really hope to be able to bring you a live interview soon. It might be a few more weeks, but maybe next week I might do another mini lesson like this, perhaps on something different that people are wanting to know about. I really like enjoying doing these things. So, hi Jeanette. That's okay. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate it. Bye.